Hello. I think, yep, it looks like it's working. So, today we're doing anything that is not working on the CM153 card. And today that happens to be server stuff, because I really need to get this put in the rack, and I kind of have to make it work before I can do that, because it's very heavy and I don't want to have to move it a whole bunch. So, we're going to start on this, which is going to be a whole bunch of things. There are more projects than we definitely can get done today. So, yeah, there's going to be a lot to this. A couple of things, though. First off, hello to the Internet Lord, since it was your first time chatting a little earlier. And, yeah, no CM153, yes, sad. We kind of got that done now, I think. I've not had a chance to send it off. There are not that many hours in a day, it turns out, so, yeah, did not get to that last night, but I will be trying to do that as soon as I can. Hopefully today, because it would be nice to catch them on a weekend when they may have more free time to look over stuff, so, yeah. You made that fancy 4K render. Yeah, that thing's really cool. I didn't see if you responded how you did it. Just add more 3D models to the existing part. Oh, that's way easier. Okay. Did you... Oh, man, I missed a bunch in Twitch there. Jeez. I took the monster recipe, Keystone offsets, so you compared them. Interesting. So you did that render in KiCad? How did you get the backdrop, the table thing that it's on? That's weird. Huh. Okay. I've never seen a background on KiCad. That's what made me think that it might have been something else. Anyway, we got a bunch to do here, like a lot, so much. So you guys have already seen this server running, but I haven't had it on this table where we can really take a look at it and go over some things. And I've got all the stuff set up here. We got the secondary camera, which is out of focus. It's got the good lens on it, so we can see things like the model numbers there. We got the overhead cam, so that when I pop the top, you can see all the goodies inside, but we'll get to that in a moment. And then we've got the disappointment camera, which won't even work. Wow. There it is. Look, nothing, because that's the Nikon, and it's not hooked up. We also have capture, and that'll be VGA capture, which is how this server is going to output video that will be ILO capturable. So yeah. You can enable or disable the floor. Oh, okay. Interesting. Username P underscore. Hello, since it's first time chatting. Yeah, there we go. We got all that. The VGA capture will be pretty good. I've also fixed the VGA capture stuff now. This is so much better. I can enable or disable the complete capture. I can throw the laptop. I could have thrown the laptop. Why is that not working all of a sudden? That was working. What? Laptop. Okay. At, click? Yeah, it works with a click. Why is that black? Oh, because it's cropped. Okay, fair enough. I can fix that. Give me one moment here. Add image. Yep. Browse. Come on. Oh no, I broke it. Will that fix it in time? I think it will. Let's see. As I work on my servers at work, I know that must have been fun to move that for you. Yeah, nah, yeah. It's, yeah, and Spice Mud's right. That is pretty much how I do exercise type stuff. I don't actually have to exercise because I do too much of this. There we go. Laptop. I don't know why the hotkey's not working now. I just set it up. I think I can set up the hotkey in a moment here. Let me try this. I want the hotkey for this. Because, yeah, laptop. Where is it? Hotkey makes life so much better. It's disabled? Why did it get disabled?
CHER 100. This is ground control to Major Tom. You really made the grade. Now it's time to leave the camp. So if you dare, end of line.
That worked well.
Oh, man. CHER 100. Major Tom to ground control. I'm stepping through the door, and the stars look very different today. End of line.
I see you figured out how to make it longer. But yeah, so I'm pretty happy with this stuff. We can do all that, and then I have a scene that I can... That's not the one that I was going to show. This, I can now very quickly and easily switch to all the things. You would think I would have had all this done already, but it's like a whole pain in the butt. Okay, let's actually go over everything that we're doing here today. So, this is an HP DL80... HP DL580 G7 server. It has two X7560 CPUs and 128 gigabytes of RAM. It's a lot of server, and like a crazy ton of server. It draws 700 watts at idle, which is interesting because that makes the second part of the website is down make a whole lot of sense when they were saying, oh, to turn it down to the Helms to save the planet, because wow, that's a lot of power. It's not that noisy, actually. Part of that's because it uses really big fans because it's for you, so it's actually not too bad. So yeah, it's it has 4 CPUs. Yeah, it's not just that it has X7560s. It has 4 of them, which is part of why it just eats all the power in the world. So we have, I know what happened. I enabled that. We don't want that. 700 watts at idle translates to bank account draining away whilst it's running. Yeah, pretty much. Thankfully, power's included in my lease. So we have a bunch of stuff to get through on here, but the majority of it is this stack that's underneath that thing. But I kind of wanted to just demonstrate all that stuff here. It's bananas. Look at all those PCI slots, and they're weird because there's 2 motherboards. It's like half here, I think, goes to one bank of processors, and this goes to the other, so it's bananas. Man, this thing really likes messing with me. So it's funny because I'm still figuring stuff out about this. I didn't know this apparently has 10 gig connections on the back, which is going to be a big deal because it means I don't have to put the Intel 520 10 gig cards in there, and I don't have to put one in the Threadripper, and I can use the Threadripper to ingest footage into this at 10 gig over the switch that I was sent. So that's going to be sweet. I didn't know that until now. So this thing is currently not on. I don't know. I think I shouldn't turn it on. It's a server, so it's got a lot of... It takes a long time to turn on, and we have to add hardware to it. So that's our first goal, because here's the other thing. here's the main thing that we're doing today. First off, we have the server functional already. We installed Ubuntu on here, and that's working. We have it booting off of two 2.5-inch spinning drives here that I think are in RAID 0. They might be in RAID 1. I don't remember how we set that up. It kind of doesn't matter because everything's getting thrown up in the air with SSDs in the future, but it will boot, so that's good. But this bag has the fun stuff in here. So let me catch up on the chat here. So Slaps Roofer server, this bad boy fits so many CPUs in it. Yeah. Meanwhile, I'm complaining when all my home servers combined consumes around 250 watts. Yeah, no, this is real hungry. So let's see. I got a Supermicro server. That's from 2014. Has 10 gigs. It's such a blessing. Yeah. I wish my 2012 did onboard. So this doesn't. Well, this does. The other one doesn't, so I have to add the 10 gig card, and they run so hot for 10 gig Ethernet. Oh my gosh. So I'm really happy to have this integrated with managed cooling and all that stuff, so I don't have to think about it. It can just work. So, and then the Threadripper system, yeah. On that, the streaming computer is a Threadripper, and this is a 700 watt server. They're not going to be on the same breaker. I have an extension cable here running off into another room just to make sure, because yeah, I don't want to find out what the limits are of the breakers here. So let's get started here. I think that's it for what to go through. Oh yeah, so we're gonna have to do VGA capture of this thing. There is a 670 GPU in here. I don't know which view's the best for that. This, yeah, you can read that. It's a CT 670. I don't really have a reason for it to be in there at this moment. It's just in there because it's in there. So we're gonna leave it there for now. My capabilities of doing some things are interesting right now because I might, you know what, I want to see how well this fits. I might put this in here. Actually, I'm probably gonna put this in here. I don't think I'm gonna do it right now. This is a 270, and it will... Wow. Man, that barely fits. So that'll work, and I think height-wise it'll be fine. That's pretty tight, but it'll work. The reason I will be putting this in here is for video encoding. That's why. Don't have any other ideas. So video encoding, which the 670 really can't do. I was going to be taking this home and putting it in my editing PC because a 2070 and a 1080 Ti are a fairly good match for doing interleaved frame rendering with Resolve. But then yesterday I bought a 3090, so kind of disrupts my plans again here. So put the 2070 in here for video encoding purposes, which means that I have some interesting options because I'll be able to encode here as well. So that'll be fun. But yeah, so in case you guys don't know, let me just for giggles do this. It should fit with the power cables. I'm pretty sure it will. Mine's already shipped, so I'm safe sharing these now. Yeah, the 3090s are kind of stupidly cheap right now. Here's an affiliate link to one of those in case any of you are tempted or just want to know. You can get it with interest-free financing, so you can pay for it over 5 months. That's the only reason I bought one, because I could spread the pain. But yeah, it's super cheap. That is an affiliate link. You have to disclaim that or disclose that. Anyway, let's really get into what we're doing here. This is bonus objective, maybe at some point. I don't know. I haven't decided. I do want to get that in there before we, you know, maybe should we? Well, yeah, let's put it in there. Why not? Let's do it. Okay. Let me go over some stuff here. It is stupid cheap, isn't it? What, $500 worth of tax? I didn't have to pay that much. I don't know. It might be an international thing. So let's take a look at this first. So we have a bag of some goodies here. All right. And this is the first thing that we need to do. Because, well, man, there's a lot of things I have to talk about here. I forgot. I should turn these around so you can see what's going on. These are two LTO drives. One of them is SCSI. The other is Fiber Channel. We're going to start with the SCSI one today, but I want to get the Fiber Channel one working as well. So the SCSI one is LTO 4, which is especially interesting because I actually have a second LTO 4 drive that I haven't been able to find since I moved. I've been looking for it now that I have that one because I want to take it home so I can have tape capability at home and tape capability here because that's going to be sweet. But there's a SCSI LTO 4 drive there and a Fiber Channel LTO 5 drive. LTO 5 is especially interesting because it supports LTFS, which is really awesome because it makes it super easy to write data. That is what is really great about that stuff. See, I'm waiting for the RTX 480. I need the VRAM, but can't accept a power draw of the 3090. Well, good luck. I'm going to give you a fair warning here, Epic. Right before the 30 series launched, the 20 series prices were in the toilet, and then as soon as the 30 series launched, all graphics cards disappeared. And that wasn't chip shortage. That was everybody, like, they flinched. They knew the prices, they knew the power availability, and they knew the rough idea of when they were going to become available. So, really, right now is the moment to decide if you want a graphics card now or a year from now, because that's probably what it will be. So I'm not waiting for 40 series because those prices are going to be really high for a long time. There is no way I would be able to get a 40 series card that has that performance at that price within the next 2 years, I bet. So, yeah. Yeah, see, Epic, you should consider it. The 3090 Ti doesn't need to exist. That's kind of dumb, so don't get that. That's really stupid. But I wanted the 24 gigs of VRAM for video stuff, so that's why. So, what are we talking about here? LTO drives. These are going in a tape library. I will show that to you for a moment. I need somewhere to put it, and the put it place is on top of this because it's heavy. We're going to hurry, but this is the first time I put this much weight on the workbench, so we're about to find out if it's going to blow up or not, because I don't know. Really what will happen is the casters will fall off, but I don't know. All right, let's do this. We're going to be taking it off again immediately anyway, but just for demonstration. All right, casters, how we holding up? We going to live? They seem okay. All righty, so tape library. 1080 Ti will do just fine. Yeah. Don't 3090s have heat problems? This one has the most ridiculous cooler of any graphics card I've ever seen. I can't imagine I'll have cooling problems. So, this. This is a tape library, and what that means is it is a library of tapes. I'm so good at explaining things. I'm trying to find a Phillips screwdriver here. Is that it? Yeah, that's it. Okay. Let's take a look inside here. Wow, it's so tall that the wide webcam can't fit it all into view. I do have it cropped slightly, but that's a thing. So, tape library. There's another screw. Oh, I am probably gonna have to buy a power supply, aren't I? Dang, I got a garbage Antec, like 900 watt in there right now. All right, well, that'll be interesting. Okay, here we go. Wow, you really can't see a lot. Forgot about that. This is a robot that moves around to go and pick out different tapes. And here is a drawer that you can eject. It comes out the front, which you can't see there. So this moves in and out of it to get tapes into there. So once you have it out, you can load in a tape. That was the bad test tape. One moment. Let's just do this from the front. Okay. The tape comes out, you pop it in the correct way, goes in like that, and then the robot can rise up
ZCHEER 100 la 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 la. End of line.
I don't know that one, but that was pretty good. Anyway, the robot has a barcode reader on it that can read the tape and know what it is, where it is, and then it can move it to the back here where the drives go. So it'll actually automatically put the tape into the drive through this location. So the idea is that you can control the robot that's inside that you can see here to get the tapes out like that, and then bring them back here and plug them in. So it automates all that, which is going to be awesome. But we have to control both this thing and the drives right here, and we do that over SCSI and fiber channel. It's kind of weird, and maybe networking. I think that does not work, though. It would be nice if I could figure that out, but that's going to be like another problem for later, because, yeah, that's going to be a whole thing. So, does it push the button on the drive to eject the tape? There's probably a SCSI command for eject, because they're motorized eject, so I bet it's a SCSI command. I seem to recall doing that on mine, actually. The button is exposed on one of them. They've actually moved the button. That's weird. Yeah, so that's a rough idea. I've had some trouble with LTFS on my LTO 6 library. Ooh. Huh. Robot pushing button would be more fun? It would be. Hopefully LTFS works, because I'm really hoping I can use that, because I've done the TAR and MTX stuff, and that's not fun. This will still have to run with MTX no matter what. But yeah, I'm hoping I can avoid having to use TAR. Anyway, for now, let's take this off again so that we can get the cards installed into the server. So we're going to put in the SCSI card so that we can control this thing and the drive. So that's the goal. Next project would be teaching fetch tape for the Roomba. Well, we'll probably be able to do that today. So if you haven't done anything like this, I've never used a tape library, but I've shown on stream before I have some weird CD changers, and I'll just say I have a CD changer that supports MTX commands, and I've used that with Linux, and it works. So I am familiar with the rough process. It's been a couple of years now since I've done it, but I know roughly how you do it. So we should be able to get that working today. That won't be too bad. So for the record, MTX is a command that you install as part of MT-tools package, I believe. And then you can do that. And then there's also the MT command, which you use to move around on the tape. And then you write to the tape with TAR as a stream. So that's kind of how that works. All right. Let the fun begin. Oh, gosh, it's so heavy. Oh, I should have moved it and picked it up that way. That was way easier. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to move the LTO 5 drive away, because we can't use that one until we get the fiber channel card in. And that is a secondary objective today. We're going to start with the SCSI one, because I've already done SCSI before, and I have a rough idea of how it works. So, yeah. Let's see. You'll need MTX to operate the robot anyway. Yes, I do know that. Yeah, but I can at least avoid MT and TAR with LTFS if it works, like I hope it does. I don't know. I have not had the opportunity to play with LTFS. See, MTX status, and then, yeah, load tape, yeah. So I have done it. I am familiar with it. It will work out, I think. So, oh yeah, this is kind of cool. You guys have seen this, but I really love when hardware includes like documentation inside of the lid. One of the things that I didn't really cover when I built the new 98 machine is that it came with an exploded diagram of the Inwin Q500 case, which I held into the lid, the door that pops off. And then the Intel motherboard came with stickers that describe the location of all the ports and headers on the motherboard, and I put that on the inside of the door too. It's really awesome. What does MTX stand for? I'm guessing something tape exchange.
CHEER 100 End of line.
Do. There we go. We got to end it. Oh man, that's great. I really, really enjoyed that one. Thank you, David. Oh man, Phenomena is always, yeah. Thank you for the 100 bits. Let's see. Microtransactions. Let's see. I lost a few tapes worth of data due to LTFS becoming unreadable. Oh, has not happened to the same type of tapes used normally. Oh, okay. Oh, you may know this, Moonwire Ducky. Does it only work with LTO 5 tapes, or is it backwards compatible?
Says end of file. CHEER 100. End of line.
Thank you, Mikolas, for the 100 bits. Let's see, Adaptec card. So actually, this is LSI. Let's go over this. So this is an LSI SCSI controller, and we're going to put this in there so that we can operate the tape. As far as I remember, it's LTO 5 and up. That's the drive, though. Does it work with older tapes? That's the thing. I don't know. I'm assuming that the drive is the keys to the city to run it on older tapes, because the drives are like $2,500 or something insane when they're new. LTFS only works on... Yours LTO 7. Okay, but still, well, ooh, you wouldn't know then. Okay, yeah, you definitely wouldn't know, because you can write... It's also the tapes? Ah, oh, dang it. All right, well, then we're not going to get to play with LTFS today, and yeah, I'm sad now. At least I don't think. Let me double check. Oh, we do! Yes! Oh, I didn't know you put one in there. Okay, we have at least one LTO 5 tape. Boom! 5. I like that number. Okay, that's our good tape. We're going to use that one. We got a 3 and a 3 and a 3 and a 3. So those are other ones. All right. So these are only readable in that drive. So we can't actually use these in that drive. So that's a thing. I do, however, have a bin down here that I bought a lot of a long time ago. That's not what I paid for these, just for the record. That's for the box. This contains the LTO tapes I have bought. So we have a 4, a 4. That's another 3, a 4, a 4, 3.
CHEER 100.
3.
UK moving in, getting it done, and I'm officially the candidate for having some fun. You know. You never go, Valkyrie. I'm thinking about the No Out party, and you're getting it started, Mr. President. You some end of line.
I don't know what that was, but that worked really well. So okay, there we go. 4 LTO 4 tapes. The rest are LTO 3. And there was glue in this that I thought was totally rock hard, but these are actually sticking to it slightly, so that's concerning. I'll have to remove that glue. But so we do have some 4 tapes, which are writable in the LTO 5 drive that we can mess with. I only have one LTO 5 tape, though. That's a little concerning. No need to add LTO 5s. To add drives. Oh, one more drive would be helpful, but that's a different thing. Oh, we're putting the LTO 4 drive in there first, by the way, because that's the one that's SCSI. So we'll need those. Yeah, because the other one's fiber channel, and we got to figure that out. That's like a whole thing. We'll probably get to that today. Tape drives are super expensive. Yes. Yeah. Case looks like that is almost literally what it is, Digital Ice Age. It may have been 8-track, but I'm pretty sure it was just cassette. Let's see. You may have something for me? All right. Email or Twitter or Discord DMs are good for that kind of stuff. So, all right, oh yeah, the card. So, LSI logic card, and I want to show you one of the reasons why SCSI is so confusing and difficult. Because there's an interesting thing in here. Oh, man. Here's our LTO 4 tape drive. This will store like a terabyte on a tape. All right, now I'm going to... Actually, I don't think that one will work. One moment. So we have a cable that we can plug into this, right? Okay. And then I have an adapter that's, you know what? No, we can just plug the adapter in. And then I'm going to tell you to pretend that's not what I was looking for. Oh, is it this one? Oh, this may not work actually like I was thinking. I would need more cables. Ah, darn. I was going to say, here's an ISA SCSI controller, and here's an adapter. Oh, that's everything is the wrong gender. You could theoretically plug this into that with enough adapters, but it absolutely will not work. And that's part of why a SCSI is really confusing and weird, because it is ancient and things have been kept around for so long, it can be really confusing and difficult to set it all up. So I'm really happy that I'm starting with a known functional setup, because it's a big pain. Poke me on Discord, that'll work. So, nice 64-bit PCI card with PCIe bridge. Is that what it is? Is it? That's hilarious. So that would be the bridge then, I suspect. There was another option here, and I have a minor story about this that's I don't want to like criticize it for being annoying, but it's kind of funny that it's like this. It is slightly annoying. So this was also given to me by Dogface here, who gave me all this hardware. First off, thank you hugely to them for this, because all of the tape drives and everything here that we're working with today came from them. So this is a PCI X SCSI controller. This would work. It's the same interface and everything, but it's PCI X, which this does not have PCI X slots. I have a server that this could work in. It is an HP DL380G4, which is Pentium 4 era. Now, what's really funny about that is it has SCSI on board already. You don't actually need one of these. And it's kind of weird to me that this thing does not have SCSI, because it feels like, oh, it's a big, bad mamma jamma server. It should have SCSI, but it doesn't. So you have to put a card in, and it's just kind of funny to me that, yeah, PCI X works in a normal PCI slot. Yeah, PCI, but not PCIe. This is all PCIe. That's the thing. But the server has PCI X slots. That's why mostly I was mentioning it, because it could be used to its full potential. Does it have SAS instead? So SAS is just for the drives. It's PCIe on this, so this card will literally just plug right into there. SAS.
CHER 100. You will not daily your eyes. A candle in my life. Lit up the world as I fell. End of line.
You know, David, you're so interested in this thing. There's one song I'm really surprised you haven't done. I'll just leave it at that. Why is it so slow? I don't know. Make sure to toss your P88-2 card in that so you can raid the... Yeah, I'm going to do that later. This isn't going in there. That's part of why I'm saying we're not going to finish everything today. We might extend this to tomorrow and do that then. So, this is SAS. This is a drive that came from the front of this thing. So, SAS is just the SATA controller, but you can see that's not split. Here is a SATA SSD, and you can see there is a split there, but the SAS, it's solid. SAS also has some contacts on top that you're not going to be able to see. Give me one moment. I haven't seen my flashlight in like weeks. I have no idea where it went. Anyway, on top there, you can kind of see the gold contacts that exist over that solid part that doesn't exist on the SATA drive. So SAS is just a different drive interface, but it's backwards compatible with SATA entirely. That's not it, David. Anyway, I need 11 of these. Because I have 39 of them, and once I reach 50, we can do a RAID 0 by 50 of those. But we're going to probably set up 25 of them tomorrow. Then you have no idea, or I'm disappointed. All right, so I'm going to put that drive back in. Let's see. Or was it 24 gigabit speeds? Let's see. Hold on. P4 Xeon server, aka hair dryer. Yeah, it was really, really hot and super loud because it's a U. Was it a U2? I think it was. Yeah, the 360 was U2. It was awful. Let's see. Still using large backup operations on small ones anymore. Let's see. SAS serial attached together. Yeah. See, I'm also migrating away from tape. Yeah. And yeah, I saw someone else mention that tape's kind of rare now. So it's a little, this is an uncommon setup, but I'm just surprised SCSI doesn't get used more in general. It's a really good protocol and interface. Anyway, let's do the thing. Put the SCSI card in. Oh, and the 2070, yeah. So we'll pop out this, and because this is fancy pants, you pull this aside, and then it lifts up. Where is it? There's the release. Boom. And then you... Actually, does that have one? I don't think it does. Nope, there is one. How on earth are you supposed to touch that? It's so far down in there, and then this thing is like right in the way. One moment. I have a ruler around here I can put in there and twist. I found it recently. Did I put it on the vintage computer table? Let me go look over there. I may have put it here. There it is. That'll work. I don't want to put like a screwdriver in there against the back plane for the back of the PCB for the main controller thing. So, let's see. I'm not going to use the deck talk anymore then. David. No, that's fine. Do whatever you want. I'll just say, you've seen something else sing a different song on a deck talk, or somewhere else. Wow, why is this not working? Hold on here. Okay, so yeah, Still Alive was done a bunch in the first stream. See, in big systems, tape still extremely common, but you need hundreds of tapes before the economies make sense. Yeah, well, it makes sense at small scale. Come on. Wow, this thing really wants to be a huge pain. Maybe this is why I didn't take it out. Oh my gosh. You know what is an option? Just taking this out. Let's do that. Commander Keen, wow, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Aha! Oh, it's really easy to get to. You just reach over and you grab it. See? Just like that. I gotta say, that's kind of a pretty card. I really like simple cards. Alright, now, let's lift off, because I would like it gone. No? Okay, well that's going to make life really fun later. I feel like I'm far behind on chat here. See, in big systems, extremely common. Back in the day, you could remove that tab from some AGP slots. I don't think I've tried that. Ooh, I might have to look into that. Especially on the test bench. I don't remember that.
Contact says CHEER 122. Choo. Wow. Chuppa. Hype. End of line. Dodgers and says CHEER 100 OW 1,320,000 330 YX 633,000 332 I 522,000 550 X 730,000 129. End of line.
Thank you both Dogface and Majenko Tech, but Majenko Tech's yours made it sound so sarcastic because it just did it like monotone. Like, woo, yay, choo, hype. It's just completely not the tone you were going for. That was why it was great. Also, I always forget to do this, but, woo, there we go.
He says CHEER 100. I am so hyped I can hardly cope. End of line.
Thank you for the 100 bits.
Seiko says, oh yeah! This one for you, Dodgers and CHER 100.
Oh,
Line.
that's interesting. Thank you, Mikolas, for the 100 bits. It's interesting. It kept the pitch at the end there. Huh. I haven't actually looked into how to program the thing because I've been doing other stuff. But yeah, that's interesting. All right, let's put the big card in. Someone asked if the power connectors will fit. The power connectors are recessed down there, so they'll definitely fit. So I'm not too worried about it. And then there's enough height. It's going to fit way better than it does on my Norco chassis that the Super Micro is in, because I literally have it raised on standoffs over here so that I can move it all the way over to the edge. On the Norco chassis, the Super Micro board, it's a similar case like this, but it's missing these two PCIe slots. The board just stops right there, so I have a PCI extension cable that goes all the way over there so I can have the graphics card floating in the part of the case where there is no motherboard under it. And it works really well, actually, but it's totally janky, and the card, it just has to mount super weird because of it. And it's unfortunately why, when I get the 3090 in, I'm not going to be able to move the 1080 Ti to the server because it's way taller, so it won't work. There we are. Come on, it didn't go all the way forward. There we go. Perfect. And then I can pop. Oh no, we're going to put in other cards. Let's see. Is that card going to block the LED segment display for postcodes? I don't know. It's too late now. I can't see. I'm just going to say no, everything's fine, and not worry about it. See, AGP slot with a removable tab? All right, I'm curious. Oh, that's a tiny picture on a 4K display. Oh, it's that kind. Okay, I have seen those before. That's awesome. Should have used the phone. Oh, yeah, that is an option, actually. Yeah, it's working. It's, the connector on this is weird or something. I kind of bumped it. Yeah, it's working. Okay. Yeah. Anyway, so here's this. Let me focus it just to make sure it's all good. Actually, the white balance is slightly wrong, too. I realized I swapped lenses right before I started the stream, so that's a little blue. Right there. That's right. Okay. Power cables. It's weird. The server has GPU power cables built in. Well, I guess they're PCIe power cables, but would they be for something like this? Does this have those cables? Oh, it does. Okay. So there are reasons that you would have that in a server environment. Like one of these things. It's like a 8,000 core Pentium.
This is a test. Sorry if it's like that. End of line.
That didn't work. That was pretty good. I know where you're going with that, too. And thank you for the 100 bits. See, you can still see it between the first and second fan. Oh, right there. Oh, okay, so just the right angle. Boom. Postcode display. That's it. Okay, so we'll be able to see it until I put in another card there. Although I'll probably leave it open so the fans are good. All right. Ooh, that's good to know. That one only has 6 pins. That one's got 8. Whew. That's cutting it close. All right, see, is it mostly, it is mostly just GPUs? All right, PCIe power is just part of the PCI spec for any card that needs it. Yeah. Wow, this connector's like, oh, I see what I'm doing wrong. Wait, no. You slide it in from the bottom? Wow, that's actually the nicest one of these I've ever seen. You slide it in from the bottom and it connects on the top and the bottom side, so it's permanently attached there. It's not just like the weird clip that never works. Ooh, those are awesome. Ah.
Seikos, S-C-H-E-E-R, 100 high train success. End of line.
Thank you for the 100 bits, Mikolas. Okay, water, good. Spice and Mud said it before I even said it. How does the singing thing work? You missed a few live streams. So, yin. It's not just like something that's annoying. There is a legit, real deck talk right there on top of the VGA capture computer. And if you look up how to program it, you can send serial commands through bit shears to have it change pitch as it is speaking, because it is a full speech synthesis device. So it has a lot of control over that stuff. That's how it does the singing. It is super cool, yeah. Okay, so that's there. Let's decide where we want to put this. We got a bunch of 16x slots, and I feel like we shouldn't waste one of those. So let's put this down a little bit. Is there any benefit, Dogface, to putting it on the secondary board as far as PCI lane consumption? Or does it just not matter? Also, I wish there was a way to store these inside of here. Oh, that's where the battery goes. That's the first time I've seen it. Oh! I understand now. Okay. I was wondering what that went to. No, but note the dip switches. What do you mean? Kandarsa, I'm worried about consuming PCIe lanes for other devices like the GPU here. So that's why I'm asking. Next to the LED display. Oh my gosh, those are the tiniest dip switches I've ever seen. Holy moly. That is worth showing on camera. How? What? Look at the SMD dip switches. That's crazy. I've never seen that before. I have somewhere around here some loose dip switches. I have no idea where. I do need to find them because I have a board design in mind that I want to use them on now that I'm back to doing that. Holy moly, those are tiny though. This needs a size comparison. Here's a USB cable. Look at that. This is just crazy. Yeah, I'm gonna have a spudger poker. This'll work. This thing that you can't see any light. That'll be able to get in there and flip them. Maybe, yeah. Have you seen the picture of the deck talk on Wikipedia? Yes, Black Jim Alex. We need to defend the cat with, well, not our lives. I'm not going to die for a picture of a cat on Wikipedia, but with something slightly less valuable than that. Because we are bitter that they got rid of the Tandy 1000 cat picture. So that cat has to stay. Anyway, what do I need to configure on that? Do I have to enable the lanes? Because all of them are in the off position. Just leave it then, I guess. I'm not sure what I'm doing with the things. Are you mostly just saying okay, so don't block them. All right. They got rid of the Tandy Cat, Digital Ice Age. Yeah, it's stupid. There's some really not fun people on there. All right, so I should definitely be able to get to those with this right here then. That won't be an issue. If I can put the card in. I am not inept, I swear. There. Okay, so there's that. We're not going to put in the SAS controller. We're not putting in the fiber channel card yet. So we're going to leave that for now. That gets flipped forward. Are we done for the moment? I think we might be. Okay. So we can put the top back on here. Those will be slightly tight, but that's fine. There's a big old bundle of cables over there. That's whatever. I'm going to put the 670 in this bag because that's a good, I need a GPU in this modern computer GPU. Way better than the 260 I got sitting over to the side that I normally use for that purpose. And much more reasonably sized. 260 is insanely huge. Okay. Let's put the lid back on here. I absolutely love HP servers that have the latch. I don't know if they still do this, but this thing's like my favorite. Oh, let's not crush my network cables. What's going on? Oh. Yeah. That thing has to go. That is not, it's riveted on, but we can take it off. Yeah, it's too tall. This is meant to secure the cards, but that won't work. So that's gotta go. I'm gonna put a pile of DL580 parts somewhere here. I can keep track of all of them because I have some other parts as well for this. I want to keep those PCIe bracket covers somewhere. Okay. Let's see. Dell and HP still do latch? Ah, nice. So you defend the cats on gadgets picks a Wikipedia of all costs? Yes. Nice, give me a free comb. Yeah, tooth density's not quite enough. Had the same issue with my Super Micro server. Ah, oh, yours is in the regular chassis. That makes sense. Mine's in a weird one. Okay, so I had this set up before, and I have no idea what Ethernet port I plugged it into. There's 4 in the back here, so I'm just kind of whatever. So it's probably getting a different IP address. Let me go grab the tape library, and we're going to install the LTO 4. Yeah, 4 drive. Oh, it's so heavy. Oh, man. Oh, you know, if I move the server over slightly, I can just put these beside each other. How about that? I think that makes way more sense. Because I'm done with the parts on the side. Will it? Oh. Well, I can put a 3 in. How about that? Snogface, do they connect to each other through the... Well, I'll ask in a moment here. Through the connectors on the side? You know what I'm talking about. I'll show everyone else in a moment. Do I only need one cable, essentially? Or do I have to daisy chain them? All right. Oh, that's so much more sensible. Wow, it's got a whole U on this thing. I have to daisy chain to talk to both. Okay, but you can connect only one for testing. Perfect. Okay, what's the specs on that table? The table. Here's the thing about the table. So I have a video actually about building and designing the table, and there's something I didn't cover too much. Down here, there are casters on it. I did mention that part because I wanted to be able to move these around because I have a second one right there that I thought I was going to be able to swap these out. Turns out I was going to wire this thing in. I didn't know that because there's like stuff under here that's like doing things. So that ended up happening. So it doesn't move, but it's on caster still. I'm thinking about taking them off. But Gen 1 table that is what was in the video used the casters from the screws, or the screws that came with the casters that were about like that long, and they immediately just failed and fell off. These ripped out of the bottom and the whole thing tipped over. So I put the screws that are in this in there, so they actually go up like that far into the wood now. So the caster mount is super strong to the wood, but the caster mount itself is pop metal. So I could see the stem from the caster snapping the internal structure of the caster mount, and I don't know what will happen. The whole table could like fall to the side slightly. It would drop about 2 inches, which would not be good. But I don't know what exactly will happen. Yeah, if the caster holds, it should be fine, yes. It's just the fact the side-to-side movement of moving heavy stuff on and off. But yeah, as long as the casters hold, the table itself is way overbuilt. You could put a car on it, so yeah. See, please tell me you also have the... Yes, I do. They're right here. Don't worry. Yeah, I've been making sure to keep track of those. Oh, gosh. There we are. I wanted to get the lip over.
CHER 180, baby, give me your answer too. I'm afraid for the love of you. It won't be a stylish marriage. I can't afford our marriage, but you look sweet end of line.
Thank you, David. That wasn't it. LTO 3 drive. Okay, let me grab one of those. So, in addition to the 4 and 5 drives, I have 2 3s, which I presume are what came in it. So, for right now, apparently we're going to need 2 of these in there so it doesn't get all cranky. So this is a 3. That is a 4. So, you love the end of line? Yeah. See, I feel your hate for snap packages, getting rid of it from 2 RPi installs. Yeah. Upside down? Yeah, well, I'm not going to put it in there upside down. But there. One thing, actually. That one's good. It must be the 5. Eesh. One of them has something loose in it. Oh, I wonder if it's bits of plastic from the broken fiber connector. Where did I put it? There it is. This one? Yeah. So I'm gonna have to figure out what that is and where it is in there before we power that up, because I want to make sure it didn't move anywhere that it shouldn't be, since stuff got moved around now. So you don't think they're shake rated? Yeah. Let's see, remind me, are LTO drives not backwards compatible with 2 older revisions? They are. So they can write 1 generation back, and then they can read 2 generations back. That's how they work. So I'll be able to write LTO 4. LTO 4 tapes in the LTO 4 drive, and write LTO 3 tapes in it, but not read LTO 1 tapes. I don't have any, but that one could. It's weird. LTO is weird. Okay, let's see. Yeah, thank goodness for Firefox having a non-snap repo. Yeah, for sure. So, all right, let's get this open again. So, is there anything else in here? There is a LVD 68 Terminator. That is SCSI 3. I think 3 connector. Yeah, that's 3 for sure. 2 is the HD 50. This I could actually use on the card that it's not in the Threadripper, it's in the Z820. So we got a couple of things to go over here. I'm going to switch to this camera because now everything's really far away and it's going to get more difficult to film. And now I'm realizing I've cropped that camera in a way that makes it difficult to see. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to completely uncrop that side, which is going to shift all that over so you guys can see it, but then don't complain about the stuff on the floor, okay? That's the deal. You can see this, but just accept the fact there's stuff on the floor. X1R Osh1 Max. Hello, this is your first time chatting, and yes, Enterprise HP stuff, although this is Quantum. So, see, you will want to terminate that 1 drive. Aha! Boom. Well, not yet. Okay, that's good to know. Cleaner than my floor? Yeah. All right, so let's get this open here. Oh, the camera doesn't know what to do. We have this that's super bright, and then this that's super dark. Actually, it's doing a pretty good job of splitting the difference there. So.
CHER 100 Shelby. Don't freak out from stuff on the floor. Chat, there is stuff on the floor. End of line.
Yeah, thank you for the 100 bits. So I've been playing around with the Dactech 2040W and Tandberg tape drive on my Pentium 2. Old SCSI's fun when 2022 home lab and not... yes, old SCSI is fun when it's... So I've actually had pretty good success with some old SCSI. That gets a little more complicated. But yeah, you can have some fun with that stuff too, for sure. If you're trying... Oh man, it depends on what you're trying to do. The 2940W is really good, but it's SCSI 3, and that can give you some problems with other stuff. So, is the 2040 a SCSI 2 or a SCSI 3 card? I'm going to guess it's SCSI 2. All right. Oh, you meant 2940. Okay, if you're trying to use older SCSI stuff with it, you might need a SCSI 2 card that has the HD50 connector. So the difference is, here, let me just show you here really quick. Look at that cool keyboard. This is this will be what's on your 2940W. This is an HD68 connector. You need a SCSI card that has this. This is an HD50 connector. There's a slight difference in the signaling between this and this standard. This is not what you want. That is SCSI 1 and is usually a lot more difficult to get working unless you have something that really needs it. So yeah, you probably want a SCSI 2 if you're having problems with stuff. All right. Yep, that's what you're using. It is a passive terminator, which is just fine with the Tandberg. Well, oh, if you have it working, then that's totally good. But yeah, I've had problems with SCSI 3 and some devices. So let's see. As long as it's not SCSI optical drive, SCSI works fine. Yeah.
CHER 100. End of line.
That didn't work out as well as the first bit, but I could tell what it was. That isn't what I'm talking about, though, but that was good. Thank you for the 100 bits. Let's see. You messed up? Oh. Let's see. SCSI hurts my brain? Yeah, it can be weird. Let's see. I'm just making sure I'm caught up here. Let's see. Leave that top off for now. The carriage may need to be relocked. And with all... Oh, yes. Yeah. We'll check that. Let's see. How compressible is the stuff you want to write onto the tapes? 0. No, it will not compress. I've had a lot of people tell me that it will compress. Every time I've ever tried, like, okay, so take a video that you shoot with your phone, like MP4, H.265, something like that, whatever, it doesn't matter, and then zip it, and then see how much it compresses. It really doesn't compress a whole lot because the video file formats are already as compressed as they can be. So, all right, I'm putting the LTO 3 drive in the bottom, so you can't see this. That's disappointing. Let's try it this way. See, I did a find and replace. It replaced everything wrong. Oh, I'm sorry. All right, here we go. We're putting the tape drive in. I will restart this here. So there are plastic guide rails on the sides of it. First off here, you know what? We'll put this one in, and then I'll talk about it on the second one, because I just have to talk about something that I absolutely adore with these. So there's a connector right here. This is what I was asking Dogface about earlier here. So there are 2 of these connectors, one up there, one down there. These are how it communicates with the tape drive itself. So this is a SCSI connection to the tape drive so that you can send the commands to the robot inside that moves the tapes around. So that is a really significant component to this. So we're going to put this in and then screw it in place. All right. There we are. And I want to talk about this one, but I want to go see if I can find something first to really help drive a point home, and I'm pretty sure I know where one is. So I will be right back here because I am in a unique position to be able to demonstrate this easily. Yes. Oh, we can do this so well. And I still find it incredibly amusing. All right, I have the thing here. Oh, you know what's funny? This says IBM on it, and that tape drive may as well say IBM on it, because IBM does a lot of stuff on it. this is a reasonably modern LTO tape drive. That is a 10 megabyte hard drive from like 1983 or something. This is full height 5 1/4 inch. That is full height 5 1/4 inch. It just goes into an enclosure. It is a modern full height 5 1/4 inch drive. Isn't that hilarious? I wonder if there are any other instances where these kinds of drives in this form factor are still being manufactured. Because, like, this is ancient, but they need it here because the media is so large. It is hilarious. LTO to 5150. Yeah, exactly. I want to do that at some point. I might, because kind of awesome. Or LTO in a TRS-80. I mean, there's options here. So, yeah, that is super cool, and I really like that. See, will you have to program the movement controls? Yes. The library, no. Well, some yes, some no. I tell it which bay I want it to go to. So, yeah. See, I have some full height MO drives. That's cool. But yeah, it's really awesome that tape drives are like that. I'm going to go put the hard drive away now so it's secure, because this is a functional 10 megabyte hard drive, and I want to keep it functional. I want to make sure it doesn't go near any giant heavy moving server stuff. If you guys happen to go to LTX 2019, that drive was on display there, and you got to see it in person. Okay. Page 15 for raw SCSI commands. Ah, cool, but like I said, I should be able to get away with using MTX, so we'll see about that. All right, let's put the LTO 4 drive. I have no idea what that was, but I'm gonna guess it's some anime stuff that I don't know. So full size 2 1/4 drive is usual. So you mean 5 1/4 inch drive is usual drive tall 5 1/4. It's full size 5 1/4 inch drive is twice as tall as 2 CD drives. So that's what it is. So, all right, these are SCSI terminators, and they go over here for reasons that I don't actually understand. Yeah. Also, that's SCSI too. So, yeah. I don't know what these are actually going to. Ooh, different directions. That's weird. I'm half tempted sometime to open this up and figure out why they go there. But they do. So, those go there. They're not standard SCSI terminators. Oh, that's super weird. Now I'm tempted to open them up and see what's in them, but I like things working, so I think I'll leave them for now. All right, so those are plugged in. They go there. This is a thing I was mentioning. This is a network controller of some kind. I think it's totally dead. Hey, there's a compact flash card in there. Oh, these high-density connectors are just insane. Yeah, that compact flash card has me curious. Ooh, it's a Power PC. Okay. Let's see. It is the personality modules for the library to know how big it is. Ah, okay. Let's see, it has the OS for the library on it. On that card? Okay, I thought this was like not working or something. I will have to back that up at some point. So you don't try to make the detoxing lament of the something or another. Let's see. Did you see the new AAA Insurance Remastered, Never Gonna Give You Up? I have not seen that. I'm aware of it, but I haven't seen it. Okay, so we're gonna plug into the LTO 4 drive right here. All right. We're gonna have to plug in the other drive. So we're gonna have all the drives connected, I guess. So that's happening because we only have one terminator, and we're gonna have to terminate both drives here. So we have to plug these into each other. So we're gonna have everything connected here, basically. then this will go up here. So yeah, hope Shelby is fine with me linking to the videos. As long as it's nothing inappropriate, that's fine. See, only plug in the top Ethernet port. Oh, I thought none of them worked. Ooh, hello. Okay. Only top Ethernet ports labeled are for expansion modules, and the bottom is the service port. Interesting. Okay. Oh, I thought none of them did anything. Excellent. I'm going to be poor for network switches or connections in a moment here. I might want to go set up the switch that you gave me. Because I got a lot of stuff plugged in at the moment. See, it's on the Triple Insurance Rickroll. Yeah, I figured that's fine. See, my favorite modern commercial still Kmart's Ship My Pants. I do not know that one. Okay, so Terminator has an LED on it. I mean, you got to burn the power somehow. It can be heat or it can be light. All right, so that's plugging in to the bottom. All right. All of that is there. Oh, that is extremely terrifying. That power switch is in the middle position. Okay. Hopefully that was not like that when it was ever on. Oh, that took... Wow, that was like weird, dumb luck that it managed to get stuck in the middle. That's really hard to do. Oh, that's terrifying. All right. Flipping everything to off. Oh, it has a sticker on it. It says it weighs 70 pounds. I wonder if that's wet or dry. Let's see. You will want to log into the web interface with the tape library once it comes online to configure everything with the drives and SCSI control channels before plugging it into the HP. Okay, that's good to know. I will leave that unplugged. Distracted by button. Well, it's a button that could cause a fire if it's in the wrong position here. That's why. If it's in the middle, it's kind of undefined. It might be making a loose connection, like barely touching the contact, and you'll get arcing. That's why that's bad. So you really want it solidly into the off or the on position. Don't try this at home. And don't try it at your enemy's home either. Just don't try this. But if you take a light switch and you slightly flip it and hold it kind of in the middle and then move it towards the other side, you can hear it arcing. That's kind of what could be happening here. So, yeah. Okay. I have 2 network cables coming over here. It sounds like I only need 1 for that. Let me see if I can just make 1 more happen. So, all right. I gave up on the one going to the laptop. There's 2 going over to the vintage computer area. This one goes to the VGA capture computer. That one's going to the server. That one's going to the server. That one goes to the UDM. This one goes to... Where's that one going? That one goes to the Threadripper. Okay. This one goes to the phone. All right, so I'm going to have to disconnect the vintage computer area to make this work for right now. I need another network cable. Oh, I have some. Excellent. I like it when I have the things I need. These are kind of short. Is that going to reach? I want to try this. I'm going to unplug these, and then I'm going to plug these in here because these are kind of short. I think this might work better. Hello, and we'll go red. Why not? Blue is not connected. We're going to... I don't know which one's the white one, so... Plug that one. We're plugging in.
Agnes McDodgerson says CHEER 100 audio broken. End of line.
Blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah. Okay. Talk. Now, talk. Blah. Okay, that looks like it's good. All right, thank you for letting me know. Still buzzing? Wait, what? Is it good? Oh, wait, no, you can't hear me. What's going on? Test. Okay, so that's that. But then if I let go, all right, it's working. Yeah, that looks like it's right. Now let's see if we can get deck talk back. Test. No deck talk. And that is me and deck talk. Okay, that should be good. That should be good. This is so annoying. Oh, man. All right. Back to...
Seiko says CHEER 100 testing 123. End of line.
Thank you. Did the phone not ring? Oh. I have no dial tone on the phone. Give me a moment. I think the network cable got unplugged on the SIP adapter. Ugh. Did it? I don't know. It shows power. It doesn't show phone, but that's probably nothing. This is going to here. Oh, I think I got. Yeah, there we go. I got unplugged on the switch. Okay. You guys will be really happy to know that the phone is plugged into one of the 10 gigabit ports on the Switch. Because, you know, why not? I think it's still connecting. Give it a moment. It takes a while for it to do its thing. Okay, might be good. There we go. All right. Yeah. I am going to refund. Okay, I don't know how to refund quickly here. Let me do this. That's actually, if I just do. There we go. Call accomplished. There's a separate menu that you have to go into, David. I don't have easy access to it here right now. Ooh, that's I don't like it. That's wobbly. I'm gonna have to take that apart and fix it. Was that the Princess phone? No, this is a. We're gonna get all the distractions. Bell Atlantic, just standard 10 key phone. So, alrighty. Okay, so power cables. Let's get, I picked up the SCSI as well. Alright, there's that. And I mentioned this earlier, I have one power cable going into a different room. I'm going to associate this just with the voice, Jen, just for the record. Oh, man. Is that the 580 on the right? Yes, this is the HP DL580 G7, Wesley. You ran out of bits? Aw. I want to see him do a fire drill with that mess. It'll be fine. Fire drill is just walk outside. They don't have to take anything. Alright, that's plugged in. And this is plugged in. This is even worse, you guys know. Special for today, there's a cable hanging right here from the light. That's how I plugged in the webcam. That's up there. Because it was over there on that desk, and I didn't have enough time to rerun the cable correctly up along the wall and along that way. So I went the short way, which means I keep walking past it over and over again. Okay. Let's see. The HP power supplies do not have discrete power switches on them, unlike these, which are now in the on position. So if I don't want this to automatically power on, I'm just gonna have to unplug the power cables, I guess, because I don't want that on at the moment. I'm gonna pull the handle out here. I guess I can push that over. Pull the handle out, and oh, those won't quite fit in it. Okay. All right, I'll just let them drop onto the ground. There, whatever happens, and ground. Okay. Okay, let's see. The application support I work at went to the cloud, used to run an exact same machine. Oh, well, same model. I don't know if it's the exact same machine. Well, probably not literally the same machine. This one has two X7560, not two, four 7560 CPUs in it. So library has a huge in-rush current. FYI, make sure you are not near max on the circuit. So Dogface, I have a separate power strip connected to an extension cable running to another room with nothing else running on it, just for this stuff, because yeah, I have the Threadripper running for streaming and lots of lights on this circuit, and I don't know if they'll handle it. I don't actually know where all the breakers are divided in the office. I hope that's a separate circuit, but I really don't have a strong idea, so just kind of winging it, hoping for the best. Real quick, before I power anything on, of course I messed that up. Oh man, one moment, I absolutely must blow my nose. Oh, oh god. I don't know how I kicked up a ton of dust. Ugh. Okay. Wow. Taters Games, thank you for the tier 1 sub and for 6 months. See, how likely power will go off when every one of those PCs starts pulling power? I don't know. I genuinely have no idea at all how bad that's going to be. That's going to have to do. Okay. Let's see. Dogface. There's a Velcro strap right there. That's holding cables down so they don't go into the rails, right? That doesn't need to be moved or anything. I just want to double check. It looks like it's probably good, but I want to be sure. I don't know if that was something that was already there or something that had to be modified. Just wanting to double check before I throw the switch. Close-up shot. That's going to be extremely difficult. Maybe. Let's see. Power cable for the camera is a problem. One moment. Camera's running on battery. Come on. Oh, this is making everything hard. One moment. Oh, great. There. Okay. And their power cable's in the way now, because of course it is. Right there. So, okay, I think that's a good view. What do you mean, rip headphone users? This isn't contributing audio, right? Or is it this blowing my nose part? Looks fine? Okay, just making sure. That wasn't put there for storage or something. Okay. Not got your phone cam? No, it's not set up right now. I would have to completely set it up from scratch again. You rub the mic with the camera. Oh, my apologies. Okay. You want to see something weird? It's kind of driving me nuts. I have no idea why it's happening. So I'm looking at the audio meters so I can try and figure out like what's going on, you know, with sound and stuff. There's this line right here, okay? And you're like, oh, your monitor's dying. Except it's not the monitor. It's here on this monitor as well. You can't really see it as well, but you can see it. It's like blocking it right there. And it's not the video signal, because if I hide OBS, it'll go away. It's OBS drawing this one weird extra line going up through the VU meters. And I swear it's getting longer. I have no idea why. Yeah, camera power is plugged back in. Okay. So I think it went on when I changed the carriage. Ah, that could make sense. GPU bug? I don't know. It can't be because it's only OBS. Like, it will follow OBS. It doesn't... I don't want to move it around because I don't want OBS to crash. And it's got like a... It's doing a lot of stuff here. But yeah, it's... Yeah, weird. GUI bug, yeah. Probably... Oh, did you... I may have read that as GPU bug. But yeah, it's probably GUI bug. From the stuff below the view meter. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I misread that pretty so. Oh, I'm just going to finish this water here. Give me a moment. I like water. There we go. Ah, gotcha, David. All right. But water is good. Okay. I think I'm ready to flip the switch, and then I'm going to have to nmap the network. It's going to be on port 80, right? Or maybe 443. I will be logging into the remote management of this without doing video capture first, just to make sure nothing's going to show up. And then we will check it out. I will, however, give you this view, because I bet the robot's going to do things in there. So we'll see how that goes. You know what? I'll try and move everything over a little more so you can see stuff. Let's see. New OBS, I switched QT6. Yeah, OBS 28, it looked like the GUI was totally different. I installed it on, what did I install it on? On the Steam Deck. And then OBS 28, well, the stupid flat pack version doesn't support, like, the ARU, AUR, NDI, or, yeah, NDI thing. Paths are different for the flat pack version. If admin password does not work, I'll DM you another password to try, but I'm not pretty sure. Yeah, the stream will go. Yeah, that's why, Felix. I won't mess it with it. My online TV keeps complaining my internet is slow, but I'm only using 7 of 500 megabits. Weird. So how likely are these web UIs will require a very outdated browser? Probably not on this one. This one definitely does, but that one I bet is a little less secure. So. Yeah, okay, that's over. And get that over more. Alrighty. You know what? I can do that too. I think you guys are gonna have fun watching the robot. Yeah, there's cables on the ground too. Don't worry about those. Those are fine. Most of that's wreckage from phone stuff. There we are. Alright, that should do things. It's not that it's dark around here, it's that the camera is auto-exposing, trying to make this not super bright. So that's what's going on there. Let's see. i500 will be fine modern browser, still getting firmware updates. Ooh, fancy. Let's see, I can try and help this slightly by doing that, which just makes it gray. Actually, I'm not even going to do that. That just makes it gray. It doesn't really help. There are no cables on the floor. You don't see anything like that. There's nothing on the floor. I don't know what you are talking about. Why is that not? What? It's being weird. What is going on? What? Okay, well that's super strange, but the handles for adjusting the webcam are gone on OBS. Huh. Okay.
He says CHEER 100. These are not the cables you're looking for. End of line.
Exactly. Don't look at them or for them. Okay. You put LTO 9 drives in there? Yeah, I'd rather buy a car. Wow. Drave something dark over the metal? I don't think I've got the stuff for that. I might something dark over. Got it. Eh? No. Is it? Stupid camera. Oh well. I could set it manually, but then I'll want it to be auto later, so I'm gonna just not mess with it. Test, 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 test. Test, 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 test. Test, test. Test, test. Yeah, that's working, but then I let go. Test, test, test. Test, test. And deck talk's dead. Test. 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 Test, test. Oh my gosh. Connect. Test. Test. Wait, is that working? Oh, it looks like... Okay, I'm walking away from that. Okay, test, test, test. All right. You show me someone who claims to be selling good RCA to TRS quarter-inch adapters, and I'll show you a liar. There are no such thing. It's not the RCA plugs. It's internally. So... The stupid mixer only has quarter-inch inputs because they think everybody wants to deal with quarter-inch stuff, but quarter-inch sucks and everything is RCA. So I have RCA to quarter-inch adapters because everything I deal with is RCA. Internally, the RCA part and the TRS part always separate. It seems like they're only held together with the plastic casting. They're not like hard soldered or something. So they always separate and then they become loose and then they have like scratchy contacts internally. There's nothing I can do. If I try and disassemble them to fix them, it will be destroyed because it'll just be a bunch of loose metal bits flopping all over. There is no way I can get it to work correctly. It's very infuriating. Is it still... I don't know if you can hear me. I'm trying to... No, it doesn't exist. That's the thing I'm trying to say. All of the RCA to quarter-inch, or yeah, quarter-inch adapters are garbage. Seems to have settled down. Yeah, the XLR connector is really like a huge pain to try and deal with. 1/8-inch audio. I could get 1/8-inch stereo to mono quarter-inch audio adapter cables. That would fix it. Seriously? Is it really gone? It doesn't look like it's gone on my end. Really? Are you sure? Are you sure that it's... Oh my gosh, I'm hating this so much. There's no reason for it to disappear when I look away, unless the cable on my mic is bad. That doesn't make sense. Now it all seems fine. There's nothing moving down there. Let me look on Amazon to see if there are nice audios. It's near the mixer. It's definitely near the mixer. I'll just do this for now. What is it? 1/8. I don't forget. Is it like 3.5 millimeter? 1/8 audio to mono recorder. Oh, B Squad Leader, I just did a whole video about building this keyboard that you can watch on my YouTube channel if you want. Oh, you watched it? Ah, cool. Ah, cool. Since LTX, excellent. Oh, David's got to go. All right, see you, David. Test. There. That'll work for now. This is a super garbage cable, but this should be more reliable. I have added a cable setup to the wish list. That will have to work later, the cable setup. But yeah, this is what sucks, all right? I know these are garbage, but these were like the best option I had at the time. So if I hold the bottom of the tip here, this spins because they are detached. So you get bad stuff set up in there. They're just awful. So yes, I've added cables to the wish list. Those cables, they look like they have a metal outer connection. So if something goes wrong, I can repair them. So yeah. No, but like all of the RCA to quarter-inch adapters are like this. Every one of them that I've ever tried, all of them fail like in the same way. So, if you're looking for a reliable brand of audio connectors, when you buy individual connectors, it's usually not that affordable. So the cable that comes with the connectors and the cable, but the connectors are disassemblable and rebuildable, or that's probably the better way to go. So, I could make my own cables. It's a lot more extra work that I'm really not wanting to add right now. Okay, let's do this. I'm going to flip the power switch on this thing. We'll see if it works here. All right. You know what? I might be able to get you a little more light in there. I just had this realization. I might be able to balance out just into there. There's a power strip around here somewhere. Let me find it. Is that gonna work? It's like it didn't change anything at all, almost. Really? Nothing? Wow. Okay, well, let's just go with that. Jeez. Back to regular stream? Yeah, alright. Let's turn it on. I'm hoping it moves around a bit and wiggles around while I do other stuff, so. Stick a flashlight. I don't have one, and a flashlight, I mean, it'll light it from the side. Like, I need some light from the top. But the problem is the camera. That might even be hurting it, actually. That might be making the camera, like, screw it. Let's just do it. It's gonna ruin it. I know it. It always does. Alright, not auto exposure. Changing the exposure is not doing anything. What? Is it working still? No, of course not. It always dies whenever I try to adjust the exposure. Seriously? Oh my gosh. Every time. Alright, that camera's dead now. Every time. I hate V42L. It's garbage. I'm sorry, I'm frustrated. Different tactic. We won't need this light. Oh my gosh. Let go. Okay, good view. There we are. And now the camera's gonna sag. Yep, let me tighten that.
Lars says CHEER 100. You'll get there. End of line.
Thank you, Lars, for the 100 bits and the support. Okay, now that will stay up. There we are. That bolt always comes slightly loose. But there. Good view. I can adjust the exposure and the camera doesn't blow up. There we are. Buff L Safari. Hello, since it's your first time chatting. This is an LTO for, well, it's an LTO tape library. So that thing holds on to these tapes, which contain data, and the tapes go into these. That part is actually a door that slides out that allows you to load and unload them. This thing will come up, grab those, and move them around. Ah! Taps did not want to cooperate with you there.
End of line.
Digital Ice Age, that's another Blackmagic Pocket Intensity, or Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K. It's biggest, longest name ever. Life's Faded, yes, this is a Rode PSA 1. It's one of, like, very few arms that are actually rated for enough weight to hold a Blackmagic. Okay. You can hear me. Yeah, you can hear me. Okay. All right. Power. Boom. It's on. Well, the power supplies are on. I don't know if the thing itself is on. It may not be. So, yeah, there is a button on the front. That's right. It's missing the plastic. Bingo. All right. Stuff's going to start happening. Like sound. Ah, okay. And that should wiggle around. Look, it's got a light on it. There's also a touchscreen on the front. That black square right in the middle is a touchscreen, so that should turn on at some point. But we'll look at this because it's more interesting. So, lights on the drives are blinking away. There's an orange status light on the card. Okay, this is probably going to take a while. And this is why I grabbed this thing. Because, yeah, I figure, how much data can this hold? That's a much more complicated question. So, yeah, it depends on the tape generation, and then it depends on how many tapes, what kinds of tapes. Theoretically, this thing could be upgraded to the newest revision of drives. This one, as configured, could potentially have whatever the, the LTO 5 tapes are. I think they're like 1.5 terabytes, so probably 1 terabyte for actual storage. 44 terabytes is what I could put in this. So, I think. All right, the display. The display is on. Is it asking me to do something? One moment. That. It just says working. Okay. Alrighty. So I have a thing I want to try with my Steam Deck while we're doing this. I had this working with OBS NDI yesterday, and I found out something else too. You can just enable the SSH server on this, and then it runs even in big picture mode when you first turn it on, and it doesn't go to the desktop. So I'm curious if I can start OBS and have it do NDI capture from the big picture mode by just running all the command line stuff without having it start KDE, because that could be kind of interesting. So I'm going to see if I can do that while we're waiting for the server thing to turn on. Oh, look at that! Robot! Go, Data Roomba! Double check the focus. I have no interest in getting the Steam Deck OS running on a regular computer because it kind of sucks. Okay, so this is up and running now. I'm gonna, from my laptop, try and connect to it and do some stuff while that initializes. Cross your fingers it didn't eject itself like yours did. That's weird. So one of the things that we might have a problem with is the tape drive being correctly aligned. So we will have to mess with that. Potentially. But I think we got it. We didn't actually mess with that, Dogface and I, before this came back with me. So one thing it'll do is it'll check the vertical alignment can be different between the back and the front of the tape, and it can like move at an angle, like down and up when it's trying to move. So yeah, it smacked into the tape drive, broke off the plastic bits, some sensors just died. Whoa! That's bad. As bad as Snapstar, SteamOS is kind of even worse, but it mostly works okay within its expected purposes. Yeah, once you start trying to get clever with it, that's when you run into problems. Okay, I'm gonna have to end map now. And what's nice is I'm doing this for both the tape library and the Steam Deck, all in one command. Okay, mmap 192.168.1.0/24. Boom. Alrighty. Looking for port 22 capable devices. This will result in the ARM never being able to pick up tapes. Parts are hard to find. Entire libraries aren't. Okay, I got the spa. That's got port 80 open. Makes sense. Steam Deck. Excellent. Okay, I know what that IP address is now. Let's see. Unify. I know what that is. Spa, blah, blah, blah. I don't see this thing, the tape drive, yet, so it might need some more time for initialization. What's it say on the front? Oh, it's got a login on the front. That's interesting. Okay, well, we'll keep letting that thing. Judging by that front rack jumping still, I'm thinking it may not be 100% aligned. Ah. Okay. Cool. Alright, well, let me just lock this in so I remember to do it here. Okay, I am logged into the Steam Deck. Let me watch this more closely. Oh, I see it. Yeah, 100%. All right, so I need to turn it off and then adjust that, I think. Yeah. All right. Do I just hard off or hold the power button? Which is best? I think I'm just gonna power cable off. Push the one on the front. It's toggle. It didn't do it though. Oh, now it's off. Okay, power supplies are still going crazy. Stuff's blinking. I guess it's shutting down. It will soft shut down. Okay, I'll wait a moment. All right, well that's going. OBS and Studio. Ooh, that's not what I thought it was going to be. Cannot connect to display. Okay, excellent. All right, so I'm going to set display equals :0. So here's an interesting thing too about the Steam Deck. I installed X2Go server on here, which is my favorite way of doing a remote desktop, and it has 2 X instances running. It has a 0 and a 1 when it's in big picture mode, so it's doing some wonky stuff. So yeah, but I'm curious if I set display 0 here. Ah, that worked. Okay. And it automatically started the NDI output. Hello. Okay, so we are, what, 108? Yeah, okay. We might be about to have Steam Deck from big picture NDI. All right, let's see. And it's showing up. Okay, let's see. Will it capture? Oh, it's 0. Ooh, black. Interesting. Okay. In that case, kill that. So it's not working. Do 1. Okay. Now let's see what happens. Ah, I got a mouse cursor. That's weird. So I tried X2Go after seeing one of your streams. I had massive fonts on my desktop. So asleep from the day, set it to connect to the local desktop so it doesn't start a new X session, and that will probably fix it. So we're getting somewhere here. All right, I'm going to cancel that again. Let's try 0 one more time. Will the mouse cursor go away? It did. Okay, if I move around on this, interesting. So we have 2 going on, but it can't capture that. Weird. So OBS, the session that OBS has right now, should be trying to do screen capture, but it might not be able to. Interesting. So what I can tell is 0 is weird, and 1 is a normal-ish X server. Strange. I'm going to see what happens if I launch something. Let's just try something simple here. This will launch as a GUI application. No, it didn't get it. Yeah, it should be showing something there. I'm going to try launching, or grabbing the other one. This thing's still shutting down? Holy moly. Alright, here is desktop 0. Yeah, it looks like no. Weird. That's super duper weird. That also means that it's got 2 mouse cursors. Huh. Because I'm moving the mouse cursor. There it is. Oh, that's so strange. What? Is it 2 screens? Ooh, I wonder if this is happening on a different screen. It is off if the screen is off. Oh, so the power supplies are just loud then. Okay. Got it. All right, let's mess with it. Okay, we're going to wiggle this thing about for a bit, and then we'll come back to the Steam Deck. Interesting. All right, let's hide this for now. I'm going to shut that off. It'll take a moment. Okay, so here's what we have to do. Oh, this is fun. I'm going to make the... How can I read chat a little easier here? This is just going to be difficult. I'm going to try my best to be able to read chat while I'm doing this, but it's not going to be fun. Okay. What's going on here is these rails are loose, and the whole mechanism can move up. So what we can do here, I got to figure out the safest place to... Actually, it's in the metal, isn't it? Yeah, here we go. So the weird thing about these tape libraries is that they are expandable, and the robot is allowed to leave the library as part of its normal function. So what I can see here is this side. Let me loosen this and that a little. So here, that rail is poking up slightly. That didn't sound good. Okay, this will help. Okay. So there, if I pull that one all the way up, I'm holding it in place. That side is poking up a little bit. So it's off by 1 tooth track. So, yeah, I didn't pick it up by the picker. I held off. So what I need to do is I need to get it up a little bit and then drop it back down in the right position. So let's attempt to do this. So I need to pull it up enough. There's the teeth, and that's why it's difficult, because they don't go where you'd think they would go. All right. Okay, I'm gonna slowly push it back down, and then we'll check the alignment of those bumpers. That looks like I think I have it. Okay. So on this side, it's pretty level, and then over here, it's level. So there's that and that. Okay, I think I have it there. So I can actually let go, and it will slowly move back down on its own. All right, and now we can try firing it up again, and I think that'll do it. So the fun thing here is, all right, down in here, there is a coil of cable that actually connects to the tape thing, and it's super long. I think it's like 3 feet long or something, and the drive is allowed to move much higher up. So what'll happen is you take the top off of a unit like this, and then these rails kind of go all the way up to the top. So you could put another one on top with the bottom removed with no transport, and it could be allowed to move up into the unit up above to look for tapes. It is crazy. So yeah, you can have a bananas number of tapes accessible to one robot, and each one of those libraries can also have drives in it. So you can have a lot of stuff going on. All right, but for now, let's let it warm back up and get it going. Is the audio popping? I hope not. Oh, great. Is it popping new or not? Is it just like, is this new? Popping again? Okay, is this new though? See. Stream has been jumping in quality. We have dropped 143 frames, but other than that, it's solid. I'm not showing any more drop frames on my end. I don't know. Control F5. That's all I got, because I'm not seeing anything on my end. Router fan is on, but I'm not showing anything on my end. My end is solid, so it's got to be from Twitch. Yeah, I don't think there's anything on my end. I don't know why the popping happens. But also, hello, Religigoner, I think, since your first time chatting. Absolutely, Twitch. Okay. Bubbling? Oh, that's weird. Yeah, do Control F5 if you're watching on a PC, and if you're watching on an app or television, I actually have no idea how you do that other than close it. Yeah, Control F5 is like for real refresh, like actually flush the data. It is Twitch? Oh, fun. Cool. Out of cloud? Oh, you're saying they're out of cloud servers. Audio out of sync even after Control F5. Also had problems with HDMI audio and stuff with popping and delay. It's Twitch then, refreshed, same? Alright. Yeah, because I'm not seeing anything on my end. There are no drop frames. Bitrate's good. I'm pretty sure we sorted out the audio stuff, so I don't know. I'm going to let this fire up, and I'm going to mess around with Steam Deck some more. Hopefully, while we're waiting for this stuff to get ready, it sorts itself out. Because I don't, unfortunately, have a lot to advise beyond what I mentioned. Alright, that should turn on. Spend all the money on Lord of the Rings, yeah. You can try to connect OBS. So Real Dozer, that can only do that if I stop the stream, and I don't particularly want to try and do that right now. All right, so this should reconnect to the Steam Deck here in a moment. Is it trying to turn on up front there? Is the image syncing your streaming software? It is. Yeah, everything is synced on my end, as far as I can tell. I don't know what to tell you. I can stop and restart the stream if you want. That's it, and hopefully I get onto a different connection. That's it. So